My name is Gina Marie Hurlbert, and this is who I am. Let's start with the basics. I am 20 years old, soon to be 21, from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and in my junior year in the OT program here at SLU. Some of my favorite occupations include exercising, spending time with family and friends, traveling, and listening or going to musicals. Although these are the occupations I love the most, the ones that take up majority of my time in college are going to class, working, and sleeping. Through my time in this class, I have learned that my occupations make up who I am. Traveling, spending time with loved ones, and working out are just a few of the occupations that make up my occupational identity. Charles Christensen believed that when we build our identities through occupations, we provide ourselves with the context necessary for creating meaningful lives, and life meaning helps us to be well. As a result of finding meaning in these occupations and being able to participate, I am a happier, more productive human being. Unfortunately, this is not the case for everyone. Many people in St. Louis do not have the opportunities that I do based on factors such as their race or socioeconomic backgrounds. Being a white, middle-class female, I do not face many of the occupational injustices that many others do. Knowing this privilege has helped me shape my understanding of St. Louis and increase my occupational consciousness. Having a sense of occupational consciousness means I not only acknowledge injustices and apartheids, I use my power as an agent to stop them. For example, I can already see a difference in the way I thought sophomore year versus now. Sophomore year, when the Ferguson protests were happening, I had no idea what to think. I had no idea what they wanted or I understood what they were demanding. Now I understand what they were saying and their concerns, and if it were to happen again, I'd be very comfortable talking to them about their concerns. The experiential outing at Better Family Life helped me gain consciousness and change the way I look at others. They essentially offer what I've been offered my whole life, which is something I didn't even know and I guess I've taken for granted. I have been able to choose what I want my life to look like, while others in St. Louis do not have that option, specifically those north of Delmar. Like the residents at Pruitt-Igoe, the residents of North St. Louis continue to be occupationally marginalized too. Most were marginalized into thinking that this is all they were worth. They had to make choices based on their environment, which for many included a gang. A lot of people thought that the gang life was the only way, and that's what they were worth based on what society told them. Through this class and my other OCS classes, I have learned so many things about myself this semester. First, this semester reinforced how much growing I have done. Going 5 hours away to school forced me to think for myself. I had the ability to form my own opinions without the scrutiny of the people I grew up with. I never realized how much my family influenced my thinking. During the Clock Tower protests, I could not stop thinking about what certain members of my family or extended family would say. Although I have always seen myself as an open-minded individual, I still had my prejudices. Now, I look at a person as an occupational being and how their context influences their participation. I do not make assumptions, nor will I ever at this point. My future therapeutic relationships depend on this and how well I can relate to and understand others. I am often asked what kind of OT I want to be. Normally people answer with responses like a pediatric OT or a hand therapist, but I think the real answers have nothing to do with what field we decide to go into. You know what type of OT I want to be? I want to be kind, loving, patient, and culturally competent. I want to be able to relate to someone who doesn't speak an ounce of English, just so that my clients know I see them as an entire being. I see them for what they are, which is an occupational being. I know in my future career that I will be engaging in fighting for occupational justice. I believe it is something all occupational therapists must address. Not acknowledging these problems will only make them grow, so why ignore them? My Nana embodies the very essence of occupational justice without even knowing it. Young or old, black or white, she treats everyone with the same respect and kindness and believes everyone should be free to do what they want. Being blind has taken away a lot of participation in some of her most meaningful activities, but my hope is that one day I can be the OT to help her do what she wants to do and help other people do what they want to do.